Fremantle Dockers coach Ross Lyon will come a little closer to the man he deposed down at the Port, with Mark Harvey part of Brisbane's coaching staff when the teams meet at Patterson Stadium on Saturday. On field, just the one change to the Dockers team for now, that is David Mundy for the first game of the year. Jack Anthony makes way, however Duffield and Mellington are both still in serious doubt. Brisbane get back skipper Jonathan Brown, but they lose Simon Black with a broken hand. Former Bulldog Ben Hudson has been dropped by the Lions, and Billy Longer is the new name for the visitors.
Mark Harvey was sacked 3 games short of 100 as Freo coach, but the new boss holds no fears of his intimate knowledge.
You know, and there's been some significant shift in how we play and the way we go about it. Certainly he'll know the individuals, he's a smart footy brain, and at the end of the day, there's lots of opposition analysts out there.
The blow of being dumped was softened for Harvey when Brisbane called, the coaching cards falling into his lap. Peter Sumich was Brisbane's first choice as assistant, but he decided to join the enemy down the road, leaving Harvey the plum role. The former coach arriving in Perth last night, a day before the rest of the team, but hasn't been seen snooping around his old club.
No, not someone I'm looking for particularly, no. I think they have opposition scouts to do that.
The Dockers winning their last 3 against Brisbane, but the Lions will take heart from victory at Patterson Stadium in 2009. Jonathan Brown kicked 4 goals and returns from a serious facial injury this week, hoping for a repeat performance.
And if you take off your parochial hat, it's great to see great players back playing the game, but again, you know, he's going to kick goals, but I'm not going to judge the defenders. I'm going to judge our forward line and our midfield, how much pressure they put on, so limit supply.
Freo mixing up their forward half in the first 2 weeks, with Matthew Pavlich starting in the middle against the Swans.
I thought he had real impact in the first quarter. We just weren't good enough to capitalise. So maybe you're right, we need his class forward, but at the end of the day, we're not Matthew Pavlich-centric. We're going to win games without Matthew, with Matthew, and we're not a one-player team.
Lockie Reid, 10 News.
Former Dockers coach Mark Harvey is back in Perth, ready to face his old club for the first time. I'm joined by Fremantle captain Matthew Pavlich. And Matthew, have you spoken to Mark since he moved to Brisbane as an assistant coach?
Well, not probably since he's moved to Brisbane. We spoke not long after the event, 7 long months ago now. It's a pretty transient industry that we're involved in, AFL football, so people come and go, and I guess, you know, you want to keep in contact as much as you can, but, you know, for Mark and for us, it's been about getting into work as quickly as we can, and we've all moved on from that event probably 7 months ago.
Well, here's what Ross Lyon said today about the man that he replaced.
You know, and there's been some significant shift in how we play and the way we go about it. Certainly he'll know the individuals, he's a smart footy brain.
So, Matthew, let's have a look at the one change. David Mundy is back for his first game of the year. Must be a huge boost.
Yeah, it is a huge boost to have David back, one of our leaders and one of the elite midfielders in our group. We're really rapt to have him back. How much he plays on the weekend, we're not really sure. He obviously trained really strongly today, and he's been pushing for 2 or 3 weeks to play for the full 4 quarters. So we'll wait and see how that pans out, but it is fantastic to have David Mundy back in the team.
Who'll take Jonathan Brown on Saturday?
Yeah, Lou McFarlane is likely to get the job. He's had him a number of times before, but we feel as though we've got a pretty flexible defence. Zach Dawson has been playing quite well for us, and Alex Silvani and Anthony Grover for a long time have been involved in that emergency area. So there has only been one change tonight, but we're really confident that if it is Luke, he can get the job done.
Just finally, you've got a great record against the Lions personally. From your past 3 games, you've picked up 7 Brownlow votes. Pav, what's the secret?
Well, you're going to just put the mock on me now, aren't you? Look, I don't think there's any secret. You know, we've been fortunate to have a reasonable record against the Lions the last couple of games, and I think it's been a team effort. I'm certainly looking forward to playing back forward and also at times through the midfield on the weekend.
Pav, very humble. Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Gabe.